onegaishimasu. Okay, let's line up around about here. I think we're trying to increase the production values of the video. Okay. Let's, the breath tends to put me out there, but finding your center, you also kind of find your flow. Now, right here, this can be a good warm-up stretch for her, including the shoulder, the choke at her portion. Okay. Easy. Touch your toes, that's basic form. Don't jerk this, it goes toward the opposite, like you're breathing through other shoulder. Okay, let's warm up easy with a partner. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're kind of starting stretching out ground level, but let's try something a little different. Just stand. Okay, she stands up. She grabs both hands. Okay, what we're going to do here. This is a Hami Hondachi motion. We're standing up into the Shiho Nage as a stretch. Okay. Just with a deep, relaxing breath. Too busy out there. Take a deep rotation. Creating space myself. Take a step. Now, on the stand, she gets a stretch there. Okay. All right. So let's change partners. Just not the throw yet. The stand stretch out of the Hanmi Hondachi. Okay. Yeah. I'm just in with the lightning. Yeah. Try it without the counter grab. Okay. Without the counter grab. For example, here we can usually go this way. Just extension. Right. Yeah. Just grow out of the earth, create a nice sort of stable platform to connect with that. Okay. Now, Shiho one of the things out there. So, okay, I'm going to use you. Let's make it something a little different. Well, since they create the bridge between heaven and earth. Damn that. Okay, so we're kind of doing that. We're on the vertical, you're kind of horizontal right now. We're kind of creating a communication bridge. And yes, that's technically right, but I think this is more of a Koku exercise, okay? Easier. Whole thing is in motion. Yeah. And all things in motion. Was anything, it moves and it moves back. Okay. Yeah. There's no fix in it. Okay. It comes. Okay. Good, 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 good. Put your hips underneath it. Slow on the turn. Slow, don't rush the turn. Okay. It's out there. There's no out there. It's just inside you. You form the center. Your partner becomes the circle. You just stretch there. Easy, open. Okay? So less reactive. Yes, that's out there. But easier. Huh? Easier. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Huh? Easier, easier. Not jerking movement. Okay? One of the things that is important. No rush. Okay? Will the Warriors get good again? No rush. We don't know. Easy, good, easy. There's a height discrepancy, which most of the time it's still an issue, but you're tall, easy with your turn. Go again. Stand up. Yeah, that's part of that. That's the stand up. You're warmed up on the ground. Now we're doing the stand out of the ground. Good root practice, okay? All right. You know, and one of the things, you know, if he's coming in this way, then okay, whatever the movement happens to be, there's no rush to it. When it's out there, everything out there, we rush. You're easy right where you are. Things flow around you and through you. Okay, go again. And that turn, clean it up. Yeah, clean it up. Okay, easy, good, balance better, better sense of flow, better connection to your partner, but also better connection to yourself. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at, okay, now we'll take the same thing into motion. Stand up. Good. You're right here. You stand up out of the ground. Stand up out of the ground. That's easy. Easy. Everything out there can be very hectic. So cultivating an interior sense of calm. When Clay Thompson was talking about be like water, just quoting Bruce Lee, water flows, water doesn't rush. But then he ended it with total self-confidence. Water doesn't have any doubt in itself, it's water. Emotionally, we go all over the place about what's going on out there. So part of that is very easy. Put water in the cup, it becomes a cup. Nage is like a cup. But something keeps stirring the cup up. Let the cup sit a bit. Water settles in, becomes the cup. Now, right here, there's motion, so we try to keep that same thing right here for a little extra, little extra. Okay. Everything going on out there creates energy moving out, and we're shaking the cup. Now, if you could pour the water into something else, the water flows, doesn't it? But let it rest there. It's very still, but it's not. Yeah. So be like water. Justin Clay Thompson said, total self-confidence. Oh, yeah. Now I got to write things out there because it's silly, believe it or not. So we're working on this now. Total self-confidence, what is it? Well, you're kind of not pushed by what's going on out there to rush or force. So your I is very easy. Okay? Easy. So here he's coming in. We're going to turn and move down there, but slow on the turn, throw out of the ground. Okay? And then right here. Oh, there we go. Throw out of the ground. Ah, settle right there. Okay. So let's keep the part we have. We're adding that motion. Easy. Easy if not easy. Well, I kid it was kind of like a mirror. Okay. So one of the things here. Okay. For example, I'm running into a power. Hips turn and counter turn. Counter turn, counter turn, counter turn, counter turn. So I've seen a lot of movement, for example, will be done this way. Oh. There's never a static moment. Water, when it's in motion, flows, doesn't jump. Okay? You take a sword and try to cut water, what do you get? Nothing. You can't cut water. If you tip the water, it flows. It doesn't jerk getting from here to there. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, for us, the I is very easy with things. Breathe. I got my design out there. I'm trying to make it work out there. Bits and bits and pieces. Water doesn't do that. Okay? And the number one thing, for example, she stands. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tense here. And so when I'm standing, creating all this drag in the system, it's not her fault. It's just like I'm tense. Just, yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. The system is designed to be like water. Okay? You can use any movement. That's a beautiful archetype. You like water. Okay? And there's a wave here. Good. Oh, there's a wave going that way. That's nice. Now, there's a turn and a counter turn. Well, we want the thing to flow. We'll call Dan out because he's shorter than I am, okay? So, you know, my God, Shiho nage, I'm a tall person, that works for me. Every other technique but Shiho nage. Okay. Easy. Largely, we create our own issues. Like when tensing or, you know, I'm jammed up. Why? Turn the hip step, create more space. All right? Now, we're intentionally not grabbing because I grab it. I try to, no, hip turn. Easy. Easy. Easy means things are flowing. Easy means I is not interfering with it. Okay? There's a design to it. Okay? I'm kind of like a coach. I'm saying, what's wrong here? Well, you're moving, but you're not cutting. Cutting means, you know, basically, you're reading the situation. You cut to the hoop. And even though you don't get the ball, somebody's got to move. And so somebody else is free. Okay? So when the warrior offense is going, it's moving, it's flowing, it's strength in numbers. Right now, that's broken. And I don't know why, but it's broken. How do you heal? You're easy there. Yeah, Draymond says it. It's my fault too. Okay. I'm part of the problem, yes. But he's a leader. So hopefully what happens, he says, okay. Now here, boom, 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 boom. There's a rocky moment there, but easy. Water's not going to have a panic attack if you start shaking it. If your job is to shake a cup of water for a while, you're going to get pretty bored after. But the mindset, the eye going 24/7 here just creates stress. Okay? So part of what we're trying to do here is just, for example, here. Okay, it's good. Be very easy. I'm easier. I got natural ground. I'm easier here. Okay, we're going to go this way. Okay, good. There's a natural flow. Okay. Now, if we're going to be more form, okay, good. Oh, that's fine. Posture's good. Could that be better? Yeah. But what would make it better is getting the eye out of it, the eye being even easier. Right. Okay, so even easier, better balance. So if you want to be like water, we got to get the eye out with all that that's out there. The water principle is in here. You as the center. Okay? Yeah. All right. Any technique, any move, there's a check for that. When you learn the movement, coach, I know all the plays. How come you don't play me? You don't know when the plays are run. You don't understand the situations yet. You're about 2 steps behind it. How do I get that, coach? Playing time. How come you're not letting me play? Because I can't afford to right now. So certain problems continue to create themselves. But all of a sudden, this player, this young guy, is making the right reads and moving and creating a flow with the team. Playing time. You're getting better every day because you've got that, and you're starting to kind of feel, read, not like think, do out there. Interior. Now, these are not basketball plays, but they're similar. Okay. Oh, good. There's a pivot going on. There's a step off of that pivot. All I do is step or just turn here, it jams up. Okay, and there's a reverse. Okay. And we got that turn. Got a pretty good movement. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is kind of empty in a good way. It's not interfering with a lot of thought. Not shaking the cup. Okay? All right? So let's take it standing. Okay? All right? Change partners. We're looking at oh, look what I got. All right. Now, yeah, but when I set, no set. We go this way or this way. He wants to stand up. Stand up. There's that stretch going on. It's not like putting your weight here. Okay? So here, under the arm, you have a free hand, stabilize, extend free, fit, and reposition that hand. Okay? What do I do? Well, she's moving. I don't want to try to do that abrupt. So I'm going to take it this way and maybe back. Okay, now, to the elbow, go this way. Okay, so see a Sankyo motion. Okay, good. Stabilize, you got a free hand here, usually breaks free. Position, take. And stand up. There's a stretch going on. It's not about weight. Position in her way. If I'm too sloppy, she stands up, gets in my face. Well, it's very important. Keep this here. Keep position here. Like tea ceremony. You're supposed to know what you're doing, your calligraphy. Okay? Let the sound flow off of the rotate order attack. Under the arm, catch, position, reposition. Sound here. Okay? Different partner. I mean, it's once coming forward a little bit, I'm noticing on the camera that we're kind of a little distant in the lens, okay? Well, it's something that's just going on, okay? There are a million things, you know, in terms of like, what do we do here? Well, a certain amount of base of knowledge and training is important, okay? And at a certain point, without getting technical, it's all about your or my development, okay? And the truth of it in a certain way is that what you realize after a while is everything has a perfection to it until I mess it up. Okay? I go out there to do it. I start to disrupt what wants to come together. Okay? Now, there are certain situations which I'll say, okay, you put the wrong person in charge. It gets worse. So you got to put the right person in charge. Okay? Now, certain things, if you're working with somebody needs some basic knowledge to get the technique better. Good. If you over-educate them, they get tense. They get defensive. If you under-coach them, they say too loose. Loose and easy or close. You're loose, but you're not sloppy. Okay? So one of the things about just doing this is that, you know, we're doing a technique. You got to know what's going on. And what happens a little bit, we kind of go back into old knowledge. We try to do it out there, which means a disconnect from what's going on and a disconnect from myself. Because when the knowledge made sense, that was a different day. I'm a different person today than when the knowledge made sense. So you want to clear. Okay? And one of the things, for example, the expression in Japanese is put it in the body. What does that mean? That doesn't mean you spend 24 hours in the gym. But the fact is, the mind travels so fast. You want something, the mind might have moved off of it and you can't get it back. Then you need it. The body is like forming a connecting link. So if you need, okay, I know I have the link. I don't have the whole thing. I got the link. Okay. I don't have to look for the link. I don't have to Google 3 things in order to find it. Okay, so efficient. The body, feel your breathing, feel loose, easy, comfortable. That's a lot of it. Okay, so if we go stand up, okay, raise the arm. Good. You have a lead here. Everything's in motion. Okay? This is pretty easy to disengage. It takes. Now here, if I go this way, it really sets up the entering. Okay. If I go this way, it sets up the turning ping-pong down. Both are there. Okay. There is always an entering and always a turning. Now today we're not making a big deal out of right, left entering, right, left turning. Just saying to be present, be easy. Now the technique starts from there. Boom. Now it grabs it. The whole thing breaks down here. Okay. Easy back to that. Boom, boom. I got all the information, but I got no connection. People like this are a pain in the butt. All they want to do is twist your wrist for it. Okay. Loose and easy. You can go another direction. Okay. Not hot as a basic, but I don't know if you like Kaizen nage. Kaizen nage here. Where is that? Oh, it's in the body, but it connects me to the information in the flow state. Okay, you want to know enough that you can put it in your body, so you're moving. We're movement art. Okay, let's go one more time on that one. The Sankhya, crazy Sankhya takedown. But let's rotate, go for the different partner. Yeah, little looser, little looser. Okay. Right here, this, yeah, right here where I'm saying it's a dangerous one because somebody raises their elbow right in your jaw. That happens sometimes by accident. So we're just stabilize. Okay. Now right here, see what it is. If I go that way, I actually finish more in an entering motion. If I go this way, I finish in a turning motion. Okay. And I try not to, for example, set to twist the wrist. There's no set. Water is still without setting. Other often come out of this. Loose, easy play. You know enough that you're shaping things, but you're not controlling them. You see what I mean? I'm going to try to control. Yeah, control freaks are not fun to train with. You haven't noticed. But on the other hand, you train with somebody who's so loosey-goosey, you don't know what they're doing. That's frustrating too. So you know enough. Okay. Over here. Now. And you're loose and easy there. You know what you're doing, as if you don't. Okay. Now somebody says, I want to see more military. Yeah, you can crank that up if you need to. Okay. But more than anything else, you kind of, it's what I mean. You're there enough that you realize, if you're going to go this way, or 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 you're going to go back to the movement that we're doing. Well, I mean, the way Bruce Lee put it was kind of cool. So when you have no technique, you have all technique. Now, what he meant by no technique is, that's a subject for a lot of thought. It's like you have to know the movement. But then the knowledge starts to become a stumbling block to express who you are, right? If you're coming in this direction, then okay, that's a pretty easy thing right there. We're going to talk room. And you're coming. Enough that you relate and you create with your partner in the moment. Okay, and that's a hard one. Get too loose, just chaotic or just dissipates. If you get too controlling, you block everything. Okay, right? Okay, we're at that time, so let's good. Yeah. Yeah, one of the hard things is, you're always at that edge. Aikido is about creation. It's a takemusu. Martial creating. Okay. And you can't create something when everything's in concrete. Okay. Now the other side of it is when you get overly loose, things start to get a little chaotic. Okay. So finding that place. Okay. Steve Kerr said it. What we want to do out there, meaning the Warriors, is to create chaos for the other team. Now, the problem is here is they're creating a lot of chaos for themselves. Okay. All right. So, my main thing is they're not going to win until they heal whatever is not going right. There's some healing that has to happen. If they do that, they'll be okay. We don't know when or if. That's about it. Not about talent, not about age, it's not about anything. It's just about something's broken right now. And if you get too reactive to it, then you make stupid mistakes. If you just don't care, everything drifts apart and goes to chaos. So hanging in there during periods where you're almost like you position yourself, it's creation. What are you creating out of? Energy. And a lot of times energy, when there's a lot of energy, bring it into being in a way that things flow. Ano Sensei likes the Shizen-bi, truth, goodness, and beauty. You stand for something without being too rigid or preachy. What you stand for is good. And it's beautiful. Shizen-bi. And so, since we talked those terms, we wanted people to evolve, to develop. And he called a lot of what he called Take-Misu Aiki, which is the Aiki that gives birth to, or that which gives birth to Buddha, comes through the Aiki lineage, which he traced all the way back into the beginning of creation, and it happened to what he called the Kane. Okay? Now, that's pretty big, and maybe not something we can operate off of. But anytime we are in a calmer, more open position with ourselves, where things start to flow, energies kind of come in, because we're kind of like a personal shrine. And you'll find, oh, this is kind of cool. And when we're a little on the other side, when I'm a little too reactive and controlling, well, conversely, I'm just too loose and too sloppy, and things start to get too chaotic. So you kind of position between. The chaos, to be honest with you, is the raw energy of things. If that's not dead, life's not fun. But when everything that takes out, like right now, the world is just being shaken too much. Okay. And what Sensei's lesson was, let's work together, heal the planet, heal the political system, heal the economic issues that are sustaining the world as it is. And he was a fear. Okay. Right? So we're kind of, trying to do his Take-Misu Aiki. When we're training here, that's what we're, to some degree, we are working towards that in our own way. Okay? All right, let's follow out. Okay, thank you very much. Remember, on Sunday, we are closing the class here, encouraging people to go to Redwood City, Aikido West, for the TAA semi-annual training. And meeting is optional. You don't have to, yes. I'm sorry, what? Well, oh, is it really? Oh, okay. All right. You can go online with the Zoom link if you want. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You also have to register ahead of time. I got messaged a couple times on that. I finally did register. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, it is what it is. Maybe eventually when the Third Street property opens, we'll probably, I don't know this, but I sort of get the feeling that we'll probably start hosting again. Okay, so we're going to have the travel sector. You know, because I've talked to a couple of division heads. They're always asking me that. When's Canada going to open? I said, well, you know, hopefully soon. You know, I don't have an answer for them. So I suspect it will. Right now it's Aikido West, and they even moved it to San Francisco once they wanted some variety. So anyway, these are dying. Let's get up and move. Okay.